Instagram just released a few super important updates that will change the game for growing your audience, and some might actually make you freak out a bit. First of all, being another widespread analytics update, you might have noticed your stats glitching out here and there. Retention curves, for example, were just not available for older accounts. That seemed to change this week, at least it started to change this week, because I've noticed the curves actually getting rolled out, this time for real, especially with older accounts as well. So check your insights right now. Chances are you already have them. Now, I have a bunch of videos here already on the channel about what to do with these curves, but there's actually a few more hidden things you can use to grow your audience faster within this analytics update. The most important being the follows metric. They kind of had it there before, removed it out of the blue at some point, probably because somebody fucked up, but yeah, right now it seems to be back, and it's more important than it might seem at first glance. Basically, if you're gonna scroll down further, you're gonna see profile activity, and they say follows, and that basically means how many followers that you get from this specific reel. And obviously it's very important because the more followers you get from a reel, the more the algorithm's going to start to favor your content and show it to the right target audience, helping you grow your account and showing it to more non-followers, right? Helping you ultimately grow your account, getting more and more reach, which is obviously the issue that most of us have right now. So first of all, right now, take your phone out and check which of your latest reels have gotten you the most followers. And once you got an overview, create similar videos with a similar style, similar hook, similar topic. Chances are these ones are gonna do well as well too. And just that alone will help you slowly step your way up to getting your account and basically put into a higher algorithm tier a lot faster. Which brings me to the next point, and some of you might not like it, but it seems like Instagram's slowly purging out, aka banning, removing accounts with low trust scores, basically low algorithm scores, meaning accounts that appear to be spammy in some sort of way. And if your account is considered spammy, you just, first of all, won't be able to follow anybody anymore, pretty much. Also, you obviously won't be able to reach new people anymore. But because the algorithm kind of changed in the way that it shows your content, first of all, to your followers only, and it really takes a look at how they react. The bigger issue is actually if your account has a lot of these spam followers, because nobody's gonna interact with your content. And there's actually, with this new update, a way to check whether you have a lot of these spam followers. So basically, if you go to your followers and then scroll all the way to the right, you're gonna see this potential spam thing. And it says, although your account is public, accounts that might be spam need your approval to follow you. Right now, I just have 3 requests in there from potential spammers. So let's actually take a look. There's more or less 3 things immediately I can spot that all of them have in common. First of all, they follow way more people than they actually have followers. This one has close to 8,000 people that they follow. Also, they seem to have mostly really bad repurposed content, and they also seem to have pretty bad, poor quality across the board, you know, videos, picture, stuff like this. So make sure you don't do any of these things to, you know, not have your account scores be low and potentially be a spammer, considered a spammer, because the lower your account score is, the less reach in general you're gonna get. Now, taking a look at this whole thing and the update, it's not really an update, it's basically a gradual, continual thing, but I've noticed that there's a few more things that can help you boost your account score as of lately. First thing that I've noticed gets your account score quite low is what we call post and ghost, which is basically if you just have your account to post, just put out content and not do anything else. Post and leave the app again. Some gurus actually say you're supposed to do that. Please don't do that. I have data that actually tells me exactly the otherwise, especially if you just started and if you just have a new account. So I've done some tests and the algorithm clearly hates that. So especially if you start a new account, or if you want to restart an existing account, make sure to use Instagram like a person. Do your research on the platform, interact with posts, actually scroll through the Reels feed, for example, or the Explore page. And another thing, what I've noticed actually helps quite a lot is use the in-app Reels editor every once in a while. I've noticed it with some of my creator mentorship clients. By the way, now that we're at it, we're soon going to start another hands-on run to help you not only build a strategy that works for you, optimize your content, right, up to the level that it gets you to blow up, but also, and that's a very new thing that we're working on, for a few limited people, we're also going to get your first digital product / course created, launched, researched from A to Z using strategies I've actually never shared before. Well, that was a lie. Just think about it right now. I actually did it with a few clients earlier this year, and here's what they made in their first month. And no, in case you're asking, they didn't have 1 million followers at all. This example was somebody with just around 5,000 followers. Now, if you want to take part, like I said, we're just gonna start with a very small group. Apply down below. You're gonna hop on a call with my community manager, Florian, who's gonna look at your strategy already, give you some pointers and see whether and how we can actually help you. And then we're gonna get this party started. Now, what I actually wanted to say was create some reels using the in-app Reels Instagram editor, especially if you have shorter ones, which probably you should have anyway. It's easy to just use this crappy editor, right? But it will give you some positive algorithm points to kind of nudge you over to the next creator tier, basically. Now, the next algorithm shift I've noticed more and more recently is that basically the shelf life of Reels is starting to get really, really long. A few months ago, we were saying 2 to 3 weeks after you post, it can still blow up. Right now, we're talking about 4 to 6 weeks in some cases that a post needs in order to find the right audience to get views and to blow up, basically, which is actually pretty good, but it gets me into a major issue for some creators, because while using trending audio, right, will help you get pushed out more in some cases, once that trend period is over, any video using that trend basically is not getting pushed out anymore, even if your video is great. So make sure to not use too many audio trends in your strategy, because otherwise you just can't leverage this new basically longevity algorithm boost. Now, there's another very big change I've actually noticed that has to do with how you begin your videos, aka your hooks. What used to work, let's say just a year ago, doesn't really do it anymore. And it's the #1 reason why people suddenly can't grow anymore, even if they grew, let's say, a year ago. And this video shows you exactly what to change in order to grow again.